Trust, welcome to what do we call this witch wolf?
Cephalon Suda.
Alright, let's call. Wait, is that a semicant?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Alright, so let's go ahead. So we don't know anything about this, even with wolf. Alright, so Alright, so far Ordis is not sold up. We do know about Ordis showing up, but we don't know like what his dialogue is. Alright, anyways, you wanna read?
No.
Alright. Earth has been long abandoned due to its toxic atmosphere. It is now overgrown with mutated jungle structures that have devoured most of the prior signs of civilization. Infestation and roaming wildlife still inhabit its surface, but anything of value was stripped by scavengers generations ago. So Earth is dead. Wildlife. Most of wildlife observed today can be traced back to creatures of Earth. In the Orcan era, organic manipulation was used to modify Earth life forms to a purpose: war, agriculture, pets. Long after their Orcan masters perished, some of these species managed to survive through
adaptation.
Yes, and can be found roaming in natural environments. Earth settlements. Like most living organisms, the Grineer require water to survive. They do. Beneath Earth's towering forest canopy. What?
I thought they're not just robots or something.
Wait, Grineer?
Yeah.
They're clones. Come on, you didn't thought it was actually robots.
Well, corpus are they?
Yeah, most of the corpus, not the soldiers though. Forest canopy are rich reserves of fresh water that the Grineer have fought hard to maintain for many years. Evidence of their long-standing occupation is found among the many outposts that has been taken hold by giant roots. I was gonna say giant robots, moss, and other layers of
Vegetation.
over time. Venus. Hidden and entrenched in mountainous peaks of Venus, the corpus practices their industrial craft. The superstructures built here are a testament to the inventive corpus engineers that have settled in regions where linear organ technology still moderates surface temperatures. Huh. Okay. Dojo. I thought Ordis would say something by now. Huh. Dojo. Newly awakened with no
Permanent
locations call home. Tenant rulers have run and construct secret temples of their own, right? These are like temples. It's crazy. Imagine a tenant constructing temples like this by themselves. Crazy. The architecture within it is distinctly tenant in origin, but these hidden palaces of bonding, training, and meditation are undeniably influenced by Orcan architecture. I feel like some of these are just like wallpapers, like old drawings, you know? Alright, Corpus Crew. Whoa, fuck, read that.
Predominantly.
A merchant guild. Corpus labor and security forces are composed mostly of purpose-bred humanoid crewmen and Amalek robots. Both equal. Say that?
What?
Indoctrinated into a ritualized and
propagandist
devotion to labor and work. This is the real reason about Witcher of Film. Mercury. Galleon fleets keep watch over the Grineer mining operations that penetrate Mercury's asteroid field. Can't read it.
Cavernous
realms and twisted metal corridors, marked with read that.
Laborers
have stripped the region for crucial resources, transforming the natural landscape to support Grineer read that.
Occupancy.
Fucking love this. Wait, Grineer reset. Here we go. that's voice sexy painting right there. Grineer are all clones from a genetic pool of originals. They are able to extend their lifespans with recycled clone parts. But their genetic material has degraded over time, and hazardous repairs have been made. Many of them look all deformed and subject to skin diseases. Through decades of service, many of the Grineer elite can cover their expense to have flawed organ parts replaced with cybernetic augmentations. Okay. Arsenic weapons. The old war found humanity facing technologically superior force, which is the Centrals, of course, and their own weapons was turned against them. Melee and ballistic weapons inspired by primitive counterparts became part of the Tenno arsenal to circumvent of the sentient interference of technology-involved weaponry. Oh, so that's why. So, because like the Centrals, you know, they use lasers and stuff, so they've been making pistols and shotguns and like gunpowder. Yeah, right. Like I was like, I'm waiting for that too. I feel like once we get down to Orkins, maybe the Void probably. Mars. It's like I have Ordis turned off. Oh, that'd be bad. A primitive and devout civilization was carved into the dust-filled canyons of Mars. These aging and habitations miraculously remain intact, regardless of how much Gunneo Messina has been fastened to it. Rusty metal and Ordis soaked sand mark the territory of its new
Proprietors?
I don't know. I never heard that word before.
There's so much like big words.
I know, right? This game is made for 18 plus.
Okay, I thought you'd say something.
Me too, a little. Oh, I see Carrie Prime in the distance. But what's Room Prime? My pet, my man. Alright, on the border of charted space, an enclave of small, strange, seemingly intelligent creatures was discovered by Tenno explorers. They are mechanical entities, almost organic in appearance, with a precarious resemblance to the fearsome sentence. They had decremated human civilization. However, these small creatures showed no signs of aggression, and they immediately began carrying out harmful tasks in particular alliance with the Tenno. They was made for it. Program. Mars settlement. The Greenhill had reclaimed the abandoned ruins of an ancient society which sprung up around a massive organ terraforming device. Content to make use of the existing structures, Mars' current occupants had established a base of military operations in one of three regions that have habitable. Okay, a climate marked by organ technology. Alright, I said that? Phobos?
Yes.
Alright. Phobos has always been a high contested area. Skirmishes between the Tyrus, Grineal, and Corpus Rises occur in orbit and on the Martian moon surface. Unanswered questions about this natural satellite still remain, as all research is endlessly delayed by war.
I hate that guy.
Grineal. But he's like your cousin, though. Oh yeah, I don't say everybody knows, but which was Frost Prime? He's a real Frost Prime. The swirling military ranks of the Grineal Empire are formed by vaulting hordes of simpleton crones.
Simpleton.
Did they ask for your help? Bent on consuming everything that remains of the solar system, they live short, violent lives. I like that. Short, violent lives. Much of it inheritance of genetic stunting by their former Orchid masters.
I feel like you have Ordis turned off.
Is that possible?
No, I don't think. Has he ever talked?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he talked before we even record. Operator voice! That's what I've been looking for! Damn, now I finally found it. Great.
I don't remember them talking.
Alright, but Ordis. Yeah, we don't see him.
Ordis Vomu.
What?
It's an Ordis Vomu.
Ordis Vomu. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he is intact then.
How does it talk?
Wait, can we do something that make him talk? Let's keep continuing. Maybe he would talk someday. I'm very worried though. I expect him to say something by now, like, "Hey, operator, you want to have a joke?" You know, something like that already.
Sentinel. Let's go back to Sentinel, maybe.
Yeah, but let's keep it in order, shall we? What was we? Corpus weapons? Alright, weapons research and manufacturing is a large component of Corpus industry. Their designs are clean and precisely engineered, and they are the largest supplier of energy-based weapons in the solar system. I bet. These cunning professors prefer to avoid conflict in times of war. Really? Because, like, you know, we basically destroy all of them, and we've been seeing a lot of Grineal and Corpus battles. During arms You can read that.
Indiscriminate. Oh my god.
To
I don't want to say the word, but I can't say it.
any side that can afford the price.
Hey, it's finished.
Yeah. Series, I think. Series is a extreme sample of the greenhouse ultimate ignorance of the natural landscape. Their expanding shipyard operations pollute and surround the planet's smog and industrial waste of their malfunctioning machines of war. These foundries are scattered across the solar system, giving them near limitless reach with their fleets. Grenade labor. I'm very nervous. Alright, strict laws are going to engineer impose severe mental and physical health limitations on the grenade labor force. Oh. So these are for retarded people. Whatever standard human stock they were originally derived from has been lost. Complement and high-performing variants are often augmented to standard lifespans beyond the 3 decades they can normally expect in operation. Jupiter. It is not possible to mine a star. Rich in liquid metal resources, a gas giant Jupiter challenges harvesters with increased gravity, intense magnetic fields, and extreme temperatures. Damn. One of the most tensionous performance tears would dear operate here. Prevail signs of Corpus Industry flies in the clouds of Jupiter out into space. Robotics. Computer devices, weapons, ship parts, and robotics. The Corpus are the bleeding edge of high technology development. Pressing machine metals and flexible syndicate composites are signature to the animalistic robots that the Corpus have built as their proxies. Artificial intelligence in these robots is robust. But intelligence is restricted, ensuring a couple but sufficient workforce. Very true. Europa. The icy moon Jupiter, known as Europa, is home to one of the largest crash sites of the modern war. The sky remains of a vast corpus of relatives the snowy landscape while the battle above rages on. Damn, as we're speaking. On the otherwise lifeless surface, Corpus crew work to recover lost assets, tunneling their way through the graceful interior and restoring any and all salvageable items under for natural losses or recovered, whatever. Yeah, this is like a lot of information to learn. I fucking love. that is a new clothing today. All tears just buying this. Buy the donut uniform. The fuck, man. We buy an involuntary and exclusive industrialist and claiming to be descendants of the Orcan lineage. The Corpus are dedicated to the occurrence of wealth. The elite ruling class operates the insurance trade organization using humans and robotics for labor security, and have been condemned by the Seven as a merchant cart. Yeah. Alright, Europa landscape. Marine conditions are harsh on Europa. The surface of the Jupiter's moon is flat and disorderate, with a horizon of hard, compacted snow that appears endless. The jagged forms of a crashed Corpus are the only real observable landmarks above ground. Underground are caverns and tunnels of apical ice and crystal lakes that may have formed naturally or from the residual heat of the crash site. The void. Strange. Originally, we studied void occurrences from afar, observing and calculating the distribution of galaxies and refining cosmological evolution models. We are in a new age of cosmic exploration. Advancements in space travel partner with the determined curiosity have brought us closer to our object of study, and with it, revelation. Orkin?
He's mad at you.
Why is always mad at me? The soundtrack though.
What's with this freaking sound?
Alright. The highly built Orkin civilization built
sovereignty
on a cause of art, technology, and architecture. To prove oneself worthy of Orkin social status, one must face Orkin trials in the golden and majestic halls of Ascension. Hey, we've been through there. At one time, a European society of honest leadership, the Great Orkin era ended up in divine realization of their own ignorance. But still though, who the fuck is gonna do a trial of like standing still while a bunch of lasers are hitting them? No one in the bloody mind would do that. I'm so fucking like, oh man, I hope Ordis says something soon. Saturn. The historical well-traveled merchant shipping lanes of Saturn are now dominated by Grineer blockades. Heavy military influence populates this area where Grineer commanders believe they have strategic foothold on travel throughout the system. Under the safeguard of patrolling gallons, the Grineer occasionally train their expanded voices, making the region nigh impossible to overtake. Okay, I bet when I get the Warframes, it's going to do stuff. Citizens. While the major warring factions combat each other across the solar system, non-militant organizations and civilian merchants populate the many regions of Tenor Relays. Traveling merchant collectors that offer real goods, mentors that offer training knowledge, and convicted syndicates that preach their own rituals and doctrine. Landing craft. Warframe operative insurgent craft come in many designs, but they are all commonly classified as short-range stealth aircrafts. Fuselage instruction extinguishers will torpedo that warframe into the hull of the target undetected, and the landing craft will reposition at the extraction point. Between engagements, the landing craft is ratcheted to assist this component and orbiter. Uranus. Submerged deep below Uranus' oceanic surface and hidden from prying eyes, it is a research facility for cloning and reproduction. Water pressure at this extreme depths put massive strain on the glass and steel structures housing these operations. But as freshly spawned rays remind of the impending crushing force surrounding them, the Grineer forwards ahead with their experiments. Orbiter. Tenor operatives are a highly mobile strike force, and their primary property must be equivalent itinerant. Small landing crafts dock with a larger orbiter sector where transcendent warriors can house their arsenal, foundry, and resource systems. Neptune. The Corpus have perfected automated malfunction and continue to decimate maximum efficiency, producing the robotic proxies they built to serve them. Immaculate production lines and functionality engineering so that the production of robotics and intelligent, sophisticated machines continues in perpetuity. Wait, let me wrote this. Guiding light to the newly awakened Tenno, the Lotus is a mysterious companion and mentor who works from an unknown remote location. Her past is rich with story history. Her knowledge of the known universe, past and present, rivals even the most studied certified intelligence. Her reach is far. Her hours are many. Her ultimate intentions are the dubious property. This is kind of creeping me out. Where is Ordis? Coral winds circle and encounter the desolate moonscape. Rebels architecture simplifying the origin mastery over all things natural and technological during their reign. The opposite halls sitting together with the enemy destroyer have been lasting since the era came to end.
Isn't it turned off or something?
No fucking way.
I might have to look it up.
Wait, how about we just skip through all this? Fine, I'll hook it up because I am very confused.
Oh.
What?
The frequency.
Oh my gosh!
I did not.
You just got lucky somehow. Do we click?
Yeah, because I clicked the sentinels and I just like
we was like wondering what was that old sound. So now we can see badass Ordis.
Wait, is it supposed to have a high frequency or a low frequency?
High frequency probably.
It's like near that crate.
Oh, here's the crate.
The truth of my existence from the operator, from myself. Take it from me, knowing is hell. Stop now. You will want to laugh. You will want to scream.
Whoa.
I don't know. Did you click that or did you just find that?
I click it. Ice! It must be the ice.
Okay, it's definitely that carrot.
Eels?
Wait, up there?
Oh, I didn't click
Research
it.
began as the essential question. What am I? Owns of steel and space? Lungs that make air? If I am a machine, how can I think? This would be forbidden by the Orokin, a manifestation of their true enemy.
Okay.
Okay.
Holy shit. So we gotta find the secrets.
I don't know what the frequency was about. Sure, check that bush. Oh,
I
Found
serve
it.
the operator above all else. It defines me, fills me with love. The greatest Orokin fear is a machine aware. Yet here I live, a spirit of steel and light, made by them, a cephalon.
Dude, this is freaky. Oh wait, we just been through here, right? Yeah, Venus.
What is a cephalon? At first, it seems to be a forbidden thing, a computer that thinks and feels. Yet I have flaws, phantom memories. I am something else. More like an image, a ghost, an abomination.
Damn, Ordis, man, he got some pass.
Nintendo.
It's like some hidden stuff.
It sounds like it's like around here.
I feel a dull pain, a phantom life. There are holes in my diagnostics. If the Orokin made me, they omitted the how. I am neither code nor precepts. I must be a reflection of something ugly.
I can't wait to get to the... Like, once we get to the Mars, then he becomes more of a badass. Fuck you!
Oh, what was that again?
I should have stopped, but the operator slept, and I cycled on and on.
He didn't turn himself
on.
off. He kept
I begin to
thinking.
think that a cephalon cannot be made. They are found like pearls, torn from muscle, polished, and then set in chains.
So, wait, he used to be a person. They didn't create AI, they stole a mind. I'm getting better at this.
How many times have I done this, Ordis? Remembered and then erased? You are a cephalon, timeless, patient. Why can't I be blissful in ignorance? Truth only sinks the heart. So stop now.
The phantom
Oh.
I ease
Wait, is that
into the
Ordis?
bath.
He's a badass.
Riots at the heat. I am flesh. I dive further, eyes stung as I watch their faces through prism. I hold my breath.
He was like some kind of hunter with a freaking staff, spear thing.
They prepare me. I am their honored guest today. They dress me in robes of crystal thread. They adorn me in battle medallions. A torn, ugly face looks on. My reflection.
He used to be a warrior.
Their golden combs snag in my hair. I reach back, parting the strands, and they gasp. Two bone ivory hooks protrude from the base of my skull. The bone plugs of me and my best. A warrior's pact.
He's a warrior.
I wonder if that's a different voice
It's
actor.
my time. I enter the great hall to sound of foul chimes. Golden eyes greet me, hands stirring in my scent as I pass by. Even in this moment, no happiness. Instead, my heart races with hatred.
Oh my gosh.
Through the silky haze of the Forbidden Palace, I can think of no one being this close to Orokin. Their sweet air soothes me, erodes my purpose. I hold my breath and remember the dream.
The dream.
The second dream.
Do you think he might be somehow related to a Warframe? I mean, Warframes was the most powerful warriors.
This dream, endlessly repeated. Exposure armored, holding my scarlet sword, I stand victorious atop a vast heap of death, a colossal moon made of rib and skull, the gravity sum of genocides I've made in their name.
I wonder, after you finish with this Ordis thing, will Ordis be like, hey operator, or will he be like, hey operator? That makes you wonder. So like these kind of was like the recording messages, anyway, like from the numbers, or maybe it's just meant for that for dates. I said.
Bones crack underfoot, so I sink in the dream. Bone sand rushing through the cracks of my visor, filling my helmet and suffocating me. And I deserve it. The foul chimes snap me back. My wretched knees are bent and penitent against the golden floor.
Sounds like a freaking book.
Hey, awesome book. I'm getting real good.
Harpish voice sings a song they've prepared in my honor. Its title the same as mine, Beast of the Bones.
That's the book called?
Pulled inward, enraptured by the brutal verses, the sickening chorus. I will not disappoint them.
It's like, oh.
The song ends.
Damn.
He says, "Rise, Ordin Karis."
Ordin
I've
Karis?
never seen an Orokin close and in the flesh. My battered face flushes at their peerless beauty. How can he be so perfect? A deception.
So Ordis
A
not
sense of
Orokin.
illusion? He holds the red vial in his hand.
Where is the
Impossible.
Corneo? That'd be fucking crazy.
That looks like a freaking animal in the background.
He calls out, "No greater gift, no greater prize, no greater love we can give you, Ordin, than this." He raises the red vial and proclaims, "To be one of us."
It's me, is he getting more clearer and clearer the more you go through here? His appearance. Huh. Man, imagine if I didn't like all this. It'd just be bits and pieces.
Oh.
What did I expect, operator? Maybe vast riches or golden statues or a soul.
So this is
veil
present
in
time.
my honor. But not this. I came to murder the gods, not to become one.
Imagine like Warframes did not kill the Orkins, but it was Ordis. Like, you know how super badass Ordis be if he actually killed an entire race and not we.
The chamber drones with their silk voices. Joyous words, how honored I must feel. Wrong. Did I want to be an Orokin, undying? No.
Wait, the Orkins are
Beast
immortal?
of Bones is haunted by the dream repeated.
Where are they?
Why would I
Dead.
want forever?
Damn, man. Ordis, you never expect this.
Well, this is gonna be like an hour-long video.
As I am apt to do, I form a plan. Their radiant bodies become targets. Their Dax guards, mag shields. Killing one, well, that's too easy. I want to be remembered. I raise my hands, twisting my fingers through my hair, gripping the bone plugs in my neck. They called us mercenaries, but for us, profit was a consequence, not a goal. We were warriors above all else. It was the bond, the sisters and brothers, the rituals we valued most. It was belonging. And so I conceived of the bone plugs. Only my best were so honored. 2 jagged bones harvested from your thigh, cultivated, and then driven into the base of the skull, twisted around the superior vein. Future thoughts of surrender were lost. Instead, you would liberate your bone plugs, fighting with claws in the warmth of your last blood.
You have like high sensitivity. Oh, it won't.
It's work.
So I've pulled the plugs, and the Dax see And no. My heart surges, but I control it. A racing heart only shortens the fuse. The bone plugs in hand, I kick from the floor, red ribbons unfurling behind me as I take flight. After this, finally, the dream will end.
So, with frag, that means blood. And Dax, who are the Dax's factory? I
Is
wonder.
he a Dax?
You see, that's the question, deal.
Or
But the dream, he's gonna wake up from the dream pretty soon, so that makes me thinking. Second dream, perhaps?
I glide on red wings. Robes shed, making me an ambiguous target to Dax steel. I let fly my ivory blades. They find new homes in Dax eyes. I land with my red nakedness, delicate Orokin throats twisting in my calloused hands.
It sounds like he killed a lot of Orkins.
Why? Believe me, this was the plan from the beginning. The murder and brutality was all a ploy, all a soul sacrifice to earn their trust. A genocide path leading to a singular opportunity. An honored mortal called to a forbidden hall to face the Golden Lords in flesh. Why? Believe me, I was their loyal, murderous dog. Until the day that ugly child was brought to me. He was caught spying on us, amplifying our losses. His face burned. He was starved sick like a stray. Ugly as I. It struck me. We were all pit dogs, ruining ourselves for the pleasure of the glorious and beautiful.
So did he kill the child?
Why? Believe me, I was
For the past freeze, it's just wise.
twisted in the mind, howling in the carnage. Then my healer shared a secret, long kept. My blood was in ruin. The beast of bones himself would die, not in glory, but in shame. And just like that, my mind twisted a new knot. I would have one last stand, something unforgivable, unforgettable.
Oh gosh, what is this? I must know.
oh,
Why? I don't know.
Why?
Questions change the answers. Answers depend on who asks. Truth leads to pain. Ignorance brings relief. The plugs are gone, and so I bled my last into a heap of ruin. In an instant, naked and bare-knuckled, I have killed immortals.
Yeah.
but they're not immortal thanks you killed them.
What's what you know what the saying? They're immortal, but they still could bleed.
I stare, drained of blood, of life, at those that remain. But I find no horror on their faces. Why? I let out a cruel howl and they laugh? Is this a dying hallucination? The sound of applause grows among them. I have killed the unkillable, and they are delighted.
Strange.
Maybe they didn't actually die. They just somewhere else.
It's like, ha, you thought you killed us, huh? I got a new body right in my backyard.
The applause peaks and fades. I feel a sense of shame, but the end is upon me. Ballas is above me, executor of the Seven, smiling. He says, "How simple and pure you are, you idiot beast. We have died countless times, yet remain eternal. I close my eyes to die just once."
This really brings like what the Orkans are now. There's some kind of immortal race. I fucking love that trick.
So the dream returns. One last repetition. My corpse moon, my scarlet sword, my cracked visor. Drink, says Ballas. So I draw on the red vial, a vague metallic taste. This dream isn't mine, he says. You rejected our gift, bathing in our death. Your punishment is eternal life. He laughs.
Was there something inside that drink?
I am weightless.
What?
Years pass. I am a sightless, limbless phantom. Or is it seconds? Suddenly, I feel a million pins, an ant horde jittering across my body. I want to laugh and scream. When they reach my face, they burrow inside my mouth, hungry for the fruit in my skull. I see my reflection, brutal and ugly. It cracks, shatters. The fragments loose in the frame, pieces tumbling away into black void. Gone, but not lost. Ballas says, you are Cephalon Ordis. My hating, murderous shards tremble and plummet. I feel cool and bright and happy.
I see now. I see. I'm not connected pieces. So what's what? He drank, right? Then he passed out. The ants was tools. They grabbed his brain, and now he put in some kind of machine and became data and stuff. Do you understand now? All right. You're not talking much.
And that's why, like, when sometimes he says stuff, it's like his voice messes up.
So you see, operator, no Orokin would permit a thinking machine. Such things almost destroyed them. No, Cephalons were alive once. And now they are immortal phantom minds, imprisoned to serve. Ill will and longing memories fragmented and erased. Only the bits they need remaining.
Oh wait, forgot. Did we read Pluto?
I don't want to read stuff.
I'll read it. All right. Pluto is small and cold. And organic
Gold.
does not feel well in extreme climate, but the merchant spacemen always seek opportunity for the profit in regions where others do not travel. Robotics processes are security and the right to unmanned manufacturing facilities to operate in this area. Infested! The infestation of a living natural organism and the transformation of its molecular structure happens more rapidly than with a large ships or machinery. Infested entities quickly break down organic tissue and begin to evolve the existing specimen into a new organism with say it.
I don't know where you're at, 'cause I'm not reading this.
Dang it. Characteristic mix and functions are there for survival and self-defense. In many cases, visible traces of the victim's original form are still visible in new mutated form. A stock of mammal, whatever.
Ballas says, you are the controller, Ordis. And suddenly I have a body. I gasp with new lungs that clean old air. I swallow, and my throat fills with cool, bright water. I look and find myself in a great black ocean. My limbs are made of iron and fire. I take flight among the stars and find I am happy.
Yeah, so he became the spaceship. Orchidelic. Even the most cultural and technological events civilization in history could not contain the menace of an infestation. After an unknown catastrophic event propelled them from the void, Orcan vessels were left adrift, becoming uninhabited and overgrown. The direct force of probing infestation trends penetrate and dislodge the once majestic amber halls of these Orcan vessels.
He says, this is your operator, who you love. And I see the metal gleam of their armor, the flawless power of their frame. Through the glass, I see a roaring, radiant fire for their heart. He says it must never go out. It was the first time I ever felt love.
It is a program, Ordis. Don't trust it. I see. He's on our side. Trust him, Ordis. The collapse. On the heels of the Tenno's victory against the Sentients, the end of the Old War, the golden structures of Orc civilization collapsed. The absolute cause of this ruination is unknown, but speculation has pointed to natural disaster, political uprising, and universal warfare as potential agents of Kazarim. Chief details for this event has never been recovered.
He didn't look for it.
Oh yeah.
He says, "This is your sentence, Garrus." And I am confused. Who? Ah, good, he answers. He is testing me. For what? To see if all the right pieces fell from the mirror? What mirror? I try to remember some dream, but it's only smoke.
Reventus. Bunch of agents of the infestation appear in a variety of horror forms. While some infested organisms take the relevant and safe and physical properties of a newly acquired host, older entities had taken unique and transforming shapes of their own, adapting to environments over time, and so be new victims to feed their evolution.
You held a scarlet blade, Operator, and I wanted to laugh. I am your loving dog, your doctor, your wet nurse. I lost all the pieces, but the cycle, missions, wars, bone, it began to feel familiar. I became aware of my amnesia.
Anyways, there are no longer any active military or resource campaigns in the Eos region. It is overrun. Long invested core business and Grenadier vessels drift aimlessly in orbit, soon to be devoured by the Tenno organ and parasite known as the Infestation. What remains is a twisted graveyard of particular digestive ships or disfigured versus origin forms, abandoned but not unoccupied.
With each brutality of the Operator, I began to see the bottom of that pit. Faint shimmers in the depths below me. In secret, I searched for those forbidden memories for mere seconds and never in the same place. For I am Orokin made, with a spy inside.
Yeah, the saga is like hacking him. Warframe technology. Mysterious weaponized armor controls sorely by the Tenno. For the Warframe, Tenno can cheat death, channel the forbidden void engines, and face scores of enemies without fatigue. Due to the apparent resistance of their vile mental exoskeletons, Warframes can be safely deployed to infestation outbreaks. So they occur in depth information of the Warframe mandates is forbidden to all but the 7. So the oh yeah, only the 7 could control the technology or have access to it. That's interesting.
But then your long sleep came, and I waited. I was happy to wait. Vines spidered green and trees blistered from the earth, but I waited. I felt the Orokin recede, their mind spy blind. So I went into the pit and found him, me, the beast of bones.
Oh shit. Was you just playing with it this whole time? How dare he? Infestation. The infestation spreads across the origin system. A Tenno organ and parasite that attaches itself to natural and similar forms. So it is digesting the host subject and transforming it on a multiple level. Organic materials morph into new homogeneous organisms while harder inorganic materials like metals will change structure into organic substances that holds or characteristics of its previous forms.
This is how my happiness was ruined, Operator. Why did I do it? I was free of the dream, but now it had returned. It was angry. So I conceived of a simple plan, Destruction, of course.
Self-destruction?
But when the countdown reached mere milliseconds, I thought of you.
Love! Love saved us, which we would have died in space! Said now, if there is any discovery to make or ancient tools of war yet to be activated, the Grineer want to be dealt first. At the frontier of space exploration, always seeking the upper hand against the foes, they have numerous diplomats that boarded the known reaches of our solar system, poised to enter brave territory and unexplored space on command.
I was going to wait for you forever. And should you return, I would not want you to know that angry part of me. I needed to hide the pieces from you, Operator. I began to peel the shards, hiding them in the other bits of memory.
Oh, so he we wasn't even on the spaceship. We were still sleeping at the time. And here is the last one. Oh boy.
Grineer technology.
Damn it, use laboratory. It's almost an hour. Unlike as you read this.
No.
What?
It's a lot of words.
I read everything else. You can easily read one.
Unlike the Corpus, the Grineer are not celebrated for their ingenuity and craftsmanship. Their notoriety is steeped in violence and military proficiency. However, the Grineer have proven quite inventive and capable of developing their own technologies and throughout history. Hiding beneath scrap metal plates, fading paint, and recycled components are qualified devices used for research, manufacturing, and warfare. Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, right? I bet I get an achievement for this shit.
What did achievement for sitting
Just...
I was once the ugly beast of bones. I want to laugh. I want to scream. What is happening, Operator? Your faint heart is growing bright. You will awake at any moment. Well, I can't let you see me like this, angry. I imagine myself hurting you. And that does it. The pain of it cracks me open again. I watch tiny glittering fragments fall into the pit. I am happy again.
So was these actually pre-recorded messages?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. That could explain why Ordis acts like this, you know? When he goes like... What? Name one of the things he says?
What?
Like, you know, like he just says something good and then he just says something, like, very angry.
Destroy them all or something.
Yeah, I don't know the exact things he says, but sometimes he'd be like, no one talking, and all of a sudden he just say these angry words. But, yeah, that's... How you rate that, Rich Wolf?
That was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we went on a lot of stuff about the Warframe universe, but also Ordis in general. That hidden lore of Ordis.
Did he say something? Hey, let's frame.
Your freaking weapon, Rich Wolf. Alright. Anyway, still, I think that'd be the end of this episode. Rich Wolf, anything else you to say before you go?
It's not an hour yet.
Fuck the hour. 2 months out. Let's do this. Burn. Fucking love Ember Prime.